What's up? This your boy Big Dog Talk Sports. This is another episode of my series NBA 20. We're going to go to the point guards right now, where I mentioned one of the top 20 point guards in NBA history. We're going to talk about Chauncey Billups. Subscribe, smash that like button, leave your thoughts in the comments. Let's get into it. Alright, let me put this disclaimer on here. I'm not saying Chauncey Billups is number 20. I'm not going to be doing number 20, number 19, number 18, number 14. I think there's really no point in doing that. Like I said, I might do that for who I feel like are the top 5 greatest point guards of all time. But 6 and below, I'm not about to do all that. So right now, we're going to talk about Chauncey Billups, a.k.a. Mr. Big Shot. Alright, so Chauncey Billups, he played 17 seasons in the NBA from 1997 to 2014. In those 17 seasons, Chauncey Billups, he played for 7 different teams, man. He played for the Boston Celtics, the Toronto Raptors, the Denver Nuggets, the Minnesota Timberwolves, the Detroit Pistons, the New York Knicks, and the Los Angeles Clippers. Now, he had 2 stints with the Denver Nuggets and the Detroit Pistons in his career. Now, the thing about Chauncey Billups, he didn't have the spectacular stats, or he wasn't a player you go on the internet and watch his highlights to see a lot of flash. You're not going to see, some crazy putback dunks or him yamming on somebody or doing the James Harden step back from the 3 or nothing like that. But Chauncey Billups was a baller, man. And he was a true floor leader for sure. Billups was a player you could also trust in the crunch time. Hence the name Mr. Big Shot. Like, let's talk about his leadership and his impact on the court. So back in 2008, the Pistons, they decided to trade Chauncey Billups for Allen Iverson to the Denver Nuggets. Now, going into this season, the Denver Nuggets had low expectations. They weren't expected to do nothing. They was ready to trade Carmelo Anthony, who was the young star. They just drafted Carmelo Anthony like just a few years before, like 5 years before, the same draft with LeBron James and Wade and all them in 2003. They was ready to trade Carmelo Anthony and just start all over. No expectations at all going into the season. When they traded and got Chauncey Billups in a Nuggets uniform, all that changed. The way they played defense totally changed just by his presence and his leadership in the locker room and on the court. These guys went from having low expectations, ready to just blow the team up and start all over, to becoming a team that reached the Western Conference Finals. Now, when they got to the Western Conference Finals, they lost to the Los Angeles Lakers in 6. They was led by Kobe Bryant, of course. But, bro, that's how much impact on the team Chauncey Billups had, man. Like, he was just a great player. Now, if you just a straight-up stat nerd, you're going to look at his numbers and say, man, he wasn't all that. But, bro, if you watch basketball, you understand the game of basketball, you understand it's bigger than just stats. Not saying stats not important, but there's more than just stats. Chauncey Billups, in my opinion, was one of the top 20 greatest point guards of all time. Now, let's talk about his time in Detroit, where he had his most success. Now, the highlight in Chauncey Billups' career was the first run with the Detroit Pistons from 2002 to 2008. In 2004, Billups helped lead the Detroit Pistons to an NBA championship, and they won against the heavily favored Los Angeles Lakers. This team was led by Kobe Bryant and Shaquille O'Neal, who also had Karl Malone and Gary Payton, who was out of their primes, of course, but they still were pretty good players for sure. And the Lakers was heavy favorites going into the finals. And Chauncey Billups and the Pistons gave them the gentleman's sweep, won 4 games to 1. Chauncey Billups, he's awarded the NBA's most valuable player in the finals. And Billups, man, in that series, he was just coming through, hitting big shots in the clutch. And that's where he got that nickname from, Mr. Big Shot. Chauncey Billups was amazing. I invite you to watch some stuff on that series. so you can understand how great that Pistons team overall was and how great of a player Chauncey Billups was, helping them succeed and win the championship. So Chauncey Billups, he finished his career as a one-time NBA champion. He earned the Finals MVP. He was a 5-time NBA All-Star, 3-time All-NBA, 2-time All-NBA defense. And his number 4 jersey was retired in Detroit, rightfully so. Chauncey Billups, he brought defense, he brought leadership. He rose to the occasion when the team needed him down the stretch and clutch moments. Chauncey Billups, in my opinion, one of the top 20 greatest point guards of all time. Where do y'all have Chauncey Billups at all time in NBA history as far as point guards? Let me know in the comment section. Subscribe, smash that like button. Leave your thoughts in the comments. Big Dog out.